This week on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
You have to be proactive. I'm telling you right now, if you don't make these decisions, life will make it for you.
Yes, he will make it for you.
He will make it for you. Please be proactive. And I'm
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to it. We're going to be talking about the new episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 14, Episode 10. Let's get right into this. Okay, so we are now entering the second half of the season. They started the episode with this flashback from 2016. It's in black and white, and they're going over all these sweet moments that Dorit and PK shared on the show. Then they start to show how their relationship deteriorated on the show, and then it goes to what is going on now. And it's like a little flash forward of Dorit saying that she's getting ready to go to war if she has to. Guys, I've been liking Dorit this season more than the others, I have to admit it, but is this divorce still going to be the main storyline of the season? Like, dang, like, we already did the first half. Do we still need to hear about this again? But then it says 1 week earlier, before she's having this conversation. So they're showing little clips of the women doing their thing. Erika has to pay $37,000 for something having to do with her house remodel. Garcelle then goes over to Sutton's house. Sutton is going to Augusta to see her mother, and she really wants Garcelle to accompany her to Augusta. Garcelle says, yeah, of course, and then Sutton decides to invite Kyle as well. Just the two of them. This is more of a personal trip. Sutton has opened up about feeling a bit hurt by her mother. Even after Sutton's divorce of her ex-husband, Christian, the mother still praises him any chance that she gets, and Sutton feels like her mom has never really been proud of what Sutton has done herself, her own accomplishments, which that definitely sucks. They FaceTime Kyle, Sutton asks her, and Kyle says yes, so the three of them are going to go see her mom in Augusta. Bose goes over to Dorit's house. They talk about the beach day. It was fun. Dorit says, other than the part when Sutton rudely interrupted her. So PK is coming back from the UK, and Dorit reached out to him asking if he would like for them to do something nice together for the kids, obviously. He didn't answer. So Dorit texts him and says, really? No answer? And PK then says to her, I'm at a friend's wedding. Have a nice day. That's it. Dorit says that she feels like he's making her be the enemy. Bose does say, this return could go very left, so Dorit is sort of preparing herself for the worst. So then we see Bose and Kili go on a date. I love these two together. He's very respectful. And they talk about the fact that they are working on a timeline. Because remember, Bose really wants to have kids with him naturally. But she is in her late 40s, which, biologically is really hard. While I definitely believe that he is all into their relationship, I do think he should probably be a little bit more fast, because again, there is a timeline, so they gotta definitely figure that out. But nice to see them together. Then we see Kyle and Mauricio meet up at the gun range. Kyle says that she wants to learn how to use one just in case. So they shoot some guns, and then they talk for a bit. He's talking about eating eggs and canned soup at the place that he's staying at. And she does tell him how different it is living in the house all by herself, and she gets sad. I mean, I definitely could see how she would feel like that. I mean, it's kind of depressing. And he hugs her as she's crying. I don't really get what's going on with these two. Are y'all gonna get back together or what? Like, what's the deal? So then it's time for this Augusta trip. The women arrive to their destination. Very country. The house that Sutton has there is very nice. Like, nice. It's giving one of those southern estates from the olden days. And the house is very traditional, but also modern in the inside at the same time, if that makes sense. So then her mom comes. Her name is RHOBH. RHOBH comes with her boyfriend, maybe. And when she's saying hi to the girls, she does say to Kyle, you're very pretty. She didn't say that to Garcelle, though. But Garcelle brought her a gift. I thought that was really nice. But let me tell you, I can't do RHOBH. Garcelle hands her the gift, and RHOBH opens it, and when she opens it, she says, A scarf? Excuse me, lady. Reba then shows them where she lives. She lives behind Sutton's house, and they somehow talk about Sutton's children, and Garcelle says to Reba, "You've got some great grandchildren." The lady then says, "Yes, I know. James is weird, though." And then not Garcelle saying, "I know, I have a weird kid, too." Garcelle, she was talking about Jax. Then Reba says, "Oh, I know that." What? That was weird. Back at Beverly Hills, the girls that didn't go on this trip go over to Kathy Hilton's mansion. Bose, Dorit, and Erika. Both Erika and Kathy are wondering why weren't they invited to this trip. It would have made sense for Erika, I will say, because Erika's roots are from Georgia. But I get Sutton wanting to invite her closest friends. Kathy had a little setup outside. It was very nice. And you guys, not Kathy telling them that she's part Chinese 3000 BC. Huh? That don't even make any sense. And she didn't even take a DNA test or anything. She says that a lady told her. What? And Bose does a cheer and she says, "This is much better than Augusta." So the other ladies at Augusta are having dinner at a nice Italian restaurant. And Garcelle tells Sutton that she actually met Erika a few days earlier, and that's when she happened to mention to Erika about this trip. And Erika did seem a little disappointed that she wasn't invited, but again, Sutton explains why this is very emotional for her. Sutton then says that, she loves her mother, of course. She just feels like she's very tough. Sutton says, "People say that we're a lot alike, but I don't really see it. Yes, I'm tough on my sleeve, but I sometimes wonder if my mom even has feelings at all." Garcelle says that she thinks her mom was probably hard on her, but she definitely can see some similarities between Sutton and Reba. Kyle says, "Well, I remember when you opened your store, you had a conversation with your mom about it." And they actually showed the clip. And in that clip, it was back from 2021 when Sutton opened her store. Sutton was sort of in tears saying to her mom that she wanted her to be proud. And her mom was like, no emotion, no support, nothing. It was real hard on Sutton. She knows that she didn't like intentionally, is trying to go out of her way to hurt her, but she's still hurting her. Sutton says that when she told her mom, for example, that she was getting divorced from Christian, her mom's first question was, "Who's gonna pay my car?" Uh, Garcelle then offers herself to have a conversation with Reba, and I immediately thought, "Oh, no, 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 no." In the words of Portia, wrong road. Wrong road. So back at Bel Air, let me tell you, being a Kathy Hilton guest is like being part of a movie. So Bose asks Kathy about her sister, Kyle. And Bose literally says, "I find your sister to be cold." Damn. But she's asking, like, where do you think she is right now, to sort of try to understand her. And Dorit says, "Yeah, like, does she open up a lot to you? Because I don't really know what's going on with Kyle." And Kathy says that she tries not to push Kyle a lot, but she does know that this period is pretty traumatic for her. So she threads lightly when it comes to Kyle. Then they ask Dorit how she's doing, and Dorit says that her life is very crappy right now. I laughed at Kathy calling PK PJ instead of PK. Dorit says that she was always a supportive wife. Like, she always tried to defend him. I mean, it was her husband. At the end of the day, she had his back. And then Kathy says, "I'm sure he's a good father, though, right?" And Dorit says, "Wrong." Wow. So it's not necessarily that he's bad with the kids. His problem is that he doesn't spend time with them, which would, like, he would disappear for weeks. I mean, Dorit has a point, and she says that, a lot of the time she had to fake it for the kids, like saying things like, "Oh, your dad misses you, he's gonna be back," things like that. Kathy asks, "How old is he?" Dorit says 56. Kathy says, "When I met him, I thought he was 56, and that was years ago." Kathy, she cracks me up. Dorit then mentions how PK recently sent her some email. And you guys, that email was full of financial information, how she will eventually be responsible for her mortgage, her bills, information about custody, lawyers, and threats. And in that moment, Erika says, "Get a freaking lawyer now." That man has been wanting a divorce story. Like, this is no longer a simple separation. Let's spend some time together, make the heart grow founder. None of that. He wants to divorce. Erika says to Dorit, "Can I ask you something? Why are you holding on to?" Bose asks, "Yeah, like, do you think he still wants to be married?" And Dorit says, "No." So Erika says, "What are you waiting for?" Dorit then says that she just figured out something. They've been married for 9 years. And Erika knew immediately what she was going at. So in California, there is a law that when you reach the 10-year mark in a marriage, if you get divorced, you automatically have to split everything in half. And spousal support is forever. So people try to get divorced before that if they don't want to pay. Erika gives good advice to her. She says, "You have to be smart, Dorit. You have to be proactive." And Dorit says, "But don't I have to be sure that I don't want to go back?" And Erika says, "It doesn't matter because he doesn't want to go back. So you have to get out." Damn. I will say that was definitely an interesting conversation. I knew PK didn't want her anymore, but like for her to share that stuff about the email and everything, yeah, she needs to be really smart and get out of this marriage soon as possible. But that was the end of the episode, you guys. What did you make of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Y'all have a great one. Bye.